Hey, this is Verge. Just thought I would show off this KDE desktop environment or controller, basically. I have Kali Linux as an operating system in a virtual environment, and basically it comes with a pretty straightforward, basic look. So after I installed KDE, it really made a huge difference in how it looks because you have a computer, you want it a little personalized. Of course, I like playing chess. I'm not a master at it, but I love playing it, and I think chess kind of coincides with what the Kali Linux operating system is used for. Anyway, looking at this, pretty simple layout. I added the root terminal here as a widget. Your desktop settings are basically right here. You can add widgets if you'd like, and there's just all sorts of them down here. One really cool one is the bouncy ball. Put that there and close this and watch what happens. I click on it and it bounces all over the place, and you can catch it. Try catching it like that, and then you can close out of that. You have a lot of really neat tools in the widgets category. I installed this on my laptop, which I also have Kali Linux on, and it had this really cool thing for chemists, the periodic table, and it does calculations and all sorts of crazy stuff. So that came with this CPU monitor, fun stuff, dictionary, the eyes you can put on there. I'll show you that quick. Basically, it just follows your mouse. It's a little creepy. It's a creepy app. Some of these I don't know what they are. Hard disk status, folder views, just like Windows. You go in and see all the folders. Kali Linux, I prefer to use command line. What else is in here I thought was cool? I don't know what Lancelot launcher is. I haven't played with that. Luna basically shows you the phases of the moon according to the area that you're in. You can say the northern or southern hemisphere. So obviously, supposedly, this is what the moon is right now. So that's kind of neat. The widgets you can make as big as you want or small as you want. You can click off and that thing goes away. Then you can close out of that. Also, the other really cool thing is desktop settings. They have a lot of really neat wallpapers in here. All sorts of fun things you can look at. And they're pretty sharp. Better than Windows, I think. That's my own opinion. Mouse actions, nothing really exciting there. Then you go into here, and it's basically your navigation. You can go to applications and see all your applications there. So that's really neat. Go to computer, see your files, trash, so forth. Yeah, I can drag that right over there. And just put icon. I'll pull that up there. Make it a little bigger. That looks nice. Anyway, your settings. So you go to System Settings. System Settings. This is where all the fun stuff is. And you notice how the window looks sort of has a blue, like it's kind of backlit a little bit. I think that's really neat. You can set your display size there, network settings. I mean, all the settings that you would normally have. Desktop effects. You can change just how the windows are affected, and you make them all fancy and snazzy. Go back to overview. Workspace appearance. Now this is really neat. So you get a new decoration, right? And they get a list of them in here. It's loading. And there's one really cool one that I've seen somebody else have that I loaded on my other machine, and I'll say it was by rating. I'm not going to look too long for. Oh, here it is. So you install this, right? I'll use that one. And it says it's installing. Supposedly it's installed. So that's awesome. So there's one other thing that I'm going to go for. Your splash screen. Get new theme. There's one, again, a really neat one that I saw. If you're into steampunk, this one this one's pretty wicked. Especially if you do computer mods, you can put this on there. So anyway, those are installed. What I found is that you have to well, on my other machine you had to reboot. I'm going to try and not do that here. So we'll go to desktop theme and we'll go back, and there we go. So we'll apply that. This I'll have to shut down and reboot to show you how that works. So we apply there. Windows decorations. And we should have, it's not in there, so that's, well, we'll go out and go back in. And workspace appearance, hopefully it's there. There it is. Apply. It did it right away. My other system didn't do that. I had to reboot the darn thing. But that's awesome. So anyway, all your windows look like that. I'll just minimize this, open the command terminal. The only thing I don't like is that little bouncy thing right by the mouse. That drives me a little nuts. Yeah. That's interesting. Event not found. Now I gotta figure out what that's about. Echo drives me nuts. Maybe it was the drives me nuts. Well, I didn't do something right there. Anyway, so that's that. So that's cool. So, and I'll show you this last thing. Do a restart computer. Hopefully it comes up back the same way it does, because I have a certain Windows set through Camtasia. Should work out alright. You're going to love this, especially the steampunk people. They're going to say, oh, that's cool, I want that. Obviously it's just booting up. I didn't put the commands in how to install this, but I'll probably do that on my YouTube, stick that in there somehow. I only have one YouTube video that I did ages ago, and it was terrible. I should probably take that down and redo it. Alright, this is the screen that you get. You see the little two things there. I'll sign in. And you should see the steampunk thing. There it is. Isn't that sweet? That's just cool. Now I need to mod my laptop to look like it's steampunk, and then it would be even awesomer. More awesome. So it goes through this, then it loads to the desktop, and it's back to its awesome state. I don't know why they have two Conquerors down here. That's their web browser. I use Iceweasel. So that's KDE in a nutshell. It's not really other. There's workspace behavior. You can mess with the screen edges, workspace, that sort of thing. Nothing too exciting, but that's it in a nutshell. There's tons of stuff you can do. Different things you can add. You don't see a battery thing down here. Well, this is a virtual machine, but yeah, it's going to say, oh, hey, you don't have a battery. So that's your red activities are. Photo activities. Those are X'd out. I'm not sure why. I got to look into that more. But anyway, that's it. So if you have a Linux distribution, I don't know if it goes on Windows. I haven't discovered that yet, but this would definitely liven up your environment if you're into that and make it more personal. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.